wrote. We've talked about all those things and will in days to come, but now we're talking about weather and a major storm. Spencer Christian, everybody, come on.
Right, good morning. Good morning.
Good
Great
morning,
all-around
sir.
person. Hi.
You said it last night, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm hearing now that there's a change in the forecast. That things may, it's not going to be an all-day event, this storm. But you said that last night, Spencer Christian.
I did, and I'm a little bit surprised the Weather Service is just catching up to that. But I can't take much credit for it because I was only using the tools we have at the station, which are the computer animation showing when we thought the worst elements of the storm would be pushing out of the Bay Area. So last night I said between about 11 a.m. and noon, the most intense elements of the storm would be east of us. But that during the remainder of the day, there'd be little pockets, of showers and downpours that would follow. But the steady, more well-structured segment of the storm would be out of here between 11 a.m. and noon.
Yeah, you can see the back edge of the storm just offshore. So it's probably just that. It's going to be kind of instability stuff after that.
It's pretty furious out there, though.
Mm. Now, I'm going to ask a question. Kim, please throw in on this, too, because I think that, some of the pictures that Kim was showing us yesterday with the Pajaro inundation and is it Pajaro, right?
Pajaro, yeah.
Yeah. And also the threat.
Someone tried to correct me on the comments online last night. I'm pretty sure we're saying it right, so.
You are.
Well, the emphasis is on the first syllable. I've heard it said that way. In Spanish, it would be, to be fair, it would be pajaro.
Pajaro.
But I think they say it pajaro. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, the thing that's interesting that points up. I mean, it's obviously it's a incredible toll this is taking, and those people may not be able to move back into the town for months and months. But it points up a little bit of the infrastructure issues we have in California when it comes to these levees. And because we live in sort of a drought scenario year after year, these systems aren't stressed typically. And so these are hard, this politically, these are hard things to get past to, an electorate that's all about, what's happening now, to somehow put money aside for infrastructure of the sorts that we've seen with the levee. It's a hard political nut sometimes to crack.
It really is. And I mean, look how difficult it was for Biden to get the infrastructure bill passed. He had to, pare it down and get an extra vote here, an extra vote there.
Right.
But it's so essential to holding our society together. It's essential to commerce and agriculture and everything. It's living in a safe building, crossing a bridge is going to work.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, I mean, if you just want to put together a safe, secure society, which is essentially what a government is there to do, and it's sort of it's the compact that we make. I don't mean to be too heavy about it, but I think this is it's these moments that are inflection moments to allow you to do those things, which is double down on infrastructure. And many of these dams, and we had this at the Oroville Dam, you'll recall, we had an issue there. These are things that require real political leadership, and they'll require money, and political will to get it done. So I think this is revealing just the tip of the spear when it comes to things that need to get done. I'm talking about the flooding and preventing this sort of thing that we've seen in Pajaro. So after this, we dry out for the rest. I'm sorry, go ahead, Kim.
I was just going to say I have some pictures to show while you guys are talking. This is the levee break you can see in Pajaro. Look at where it broke down and the water seeped in.
Yeah.
And then this is in the North Bay last night where power lines came down, and there are thousands of people without power this morning. They're saying high winds, Spencer. Is that right?
Yeah, that the high winds would be the main cause of the power outages, blowing down trees onto power lines and knocking out the connections that are necessary. So and who knows how long it'll take to restore power to all those thousands of people who lost it. It's not sometimes it looks like it's almost a block by block process. It's really challenging.
I don't know what's
Yes,
happened to
Mark.
my audio. It just
Yes,
clicked
Mark,
out
it
for a
is.
second, but now I'm back.
It's very
yeah.
challenging.
I'm sorry. Were you
Yeah.
all hearing yourselves back? I apologize.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's fine.
no problem. So anyhow, for the
Uh,
rest of the day, we still have the strong wind to contend with. You know, it looks like the heaviest of the rain has fallen already. Although there, as I said earlier, there'll be more pockets of downpours coming in. But the wind is still pretty fierce out there. We've got gusts over 50 miles per hour right now across most of the Bay Area, and on the coast and in some of the higher elevations, the gusts are even stronger. So there could be more power outages, more trees down, more power lines, and maybe even more structural damage, you know, to buildings.
wow. So what I would say is, Spencer, this, though, when it comes to, let me just put my glasses on so I can read some of these comments. Well, the first thing I always like when I glance down, the first thing is a criticism about. I knew when I said in Spanish it would be typically in Spanish the emphasis is on the second syllable.
Right.
So I said, you know, in Spanish it would be pájaro. But yeah, Spencer Christian is an oracle, says Jim. That's true. But Paco is saying to me that no, in Spanish it's pájaro with a written accent on the first syllable. Well, maybe that's right. So I'm just saying, I wasn't saying it was wrong. I was saying that in a classic Spanish pronunciation, that the emphasis would be on the second syllable. That's all I was saying. There's no need to jump on me over this.
You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for.
They do. I try to make a point, and
Yep.
we were talking about because Kim was talking about her being jumped on. Spencer, do you see how difficult this is?
I
My
see.
God.
That's
I'm
why.
trying to provide a public service,
Why are you yelling?
and all I get is grief.
You're right. It's a thankless job.
Here comes another. The Spanish pronunciation is the one I have used since my 20s. It's just people who did not grow up here and go on TV that mispronounce. Well, you know those TV
is that a
people.
dig at Spencer?
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
It's
Spencer
really
says
an
it
issue.
right.
With you TV people, when are you going to, you know,
yeah.
get the word out to those other people on TV? Yeah. We love having you in the mix. I will tell you, Spencer, Albert will get you will you not, Albert? You'll get Spencer the Marks Madness brackets.
Oh yeah, I want that.
I will, yes. I'll probably send it via email. So just
Okay.
be on the
Cool.
lookout for that.
Cool.
So you can enter, and then the next time we speak, which we might do in the next week or so, I mean, if it's kind of mellow for a while, it might be a few days, but then the next time you're so generous to spend time with us,
Yeah,
but
it's
we'll
really
check your
kind.
bracket, and we'll all have our
check the
brackets.
bracket, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, be comparing brackets.
It's
So.
not like, would you like to see my etchings? It's like,
No, we're not doing that, Spencer. That's if you want that, you go back to Good Morning America, where what's his name and Amy Roback are hooking
oh my
up.
gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
TJ
I'm sorry.
Exactly. Well, you know what I said about that, Spencer Christian?
What's
I
that?
loved that they were hooking up.
Yeah.
They got rid of them, put them on for all 3 hours. They're the hottest
Exactly.
thing going.
The ratings would be through the roof. Right?
Thank you.
I
All
don't
right.
think you should apologize for how you feel.
No.
Spencer's, it's a thankless job. Sounds like a drop, says Norm. Maybe for next year. Yeah, we will see. Anyway, find him on ABC7. His forecast is money. And he says the back edge of this, it'll be
Right.
kind of like by midday. We should be back into just pockets of showers. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Spencer, love you. Thank you, pal. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.